Okay, not sure if I kept the boss fight in. I mean, it went by smooth, like always. But yeah, since this is the second playthrough, the thing about the second playthrough that, well, from what I've heard, is that you get to choose the ending that you want. Like the first one's random, and then second playthrough you get to choose which one you want. Sheena, I think I have a friend that comes from, yeah, what I'm saying, planet Lydia's from. Next time, let's do something like God. I mean, like, let's not choose, yeah, God of Resurrection thing. We're part in Real World 2. If you ever need anything, I'll be there for you. Whose ending do you want to see? I mean, we already seen Clea's, so that was the last part. You can say, like, in order of character that, I mean, we're gonna say Sheena's for last. That's a given. So we're going to go by my favorite characters. Wait, Lydia has an ending? What? I definitely want to see that. But yeah, what I was going to say is we'll go by my favorite characters. So Clea is the first one. Second, let's go for Lucille's. Hugs for days. When I awoke, I found myself lying on a bed. I felt nauseous, ready to throw up. The room was spinning. My head twirled. With it, as if floating on my shoulders. As I panicked from confusion, a nurse and a doctor hurried to my room to explain what had happened. As they told me their story, my eyes followed the needle in my arm to an IV bag set next to the bed. As the liquid dripped down the tube, I emerged from my dazed state, and I remembered the tasks that lay ahead of me.
I have my memories, but in my current state, there's not much I can do. There's no time to waste.
According to the doctor, after I went home, I had supposedly fainted while speaking with Tokyo on the phone. Tokyo ran over to my apartment, notifying my complex's manager to call me in ambulance. Thanks to her, I'm still alive. Supposedly, I had been knocked out for a week, which meant my body was on thin ice. Performing the degrade is, to a certain extent, risking your life. I wish I could decide the time and place. I was rushed to the hospital, where they ran CT and MRI scans on me. Luckily, they came back relatively normal, or so they told me after I had woken up. They suspected that I might have contracted acute uh, meningitis. I probably said that wrong. I apologize. They gave me prescription antibiotics and kept me bedridden.
The IV. I feel loads better, but my muscles feel like they've atrophied a bit. All right. Maybe I'll take a walk around the hospital.
I promised the doctor that I wouldn't overexert myself and received permission to wander around the hospital. I headed for the elevator to reach the ground floor and found myself surprised by how nice the facilities were. The hospital was enormous, clean, quaint, and well decorated. On the first floor, there was a restaurant, a convenience store, and a cafe too. That is
Wow.
wow.
They've even got a TV inside of the waiting room. Looks like they've got a full list of patients today.
And this is a hospital.
We now
Wow.
bring you to our next story. In the last decade, video games have become an appealing hobby for gamers young and old alike, but the industry is set for a big change. Aggle, the multinational tech company, has just announced the Alice Engine, a cloud-based system poised to take VR to the next level.
All right. Looks like the degrade worked. All my memories seem to be intact. But, of course, this is where it gets tough.
My, I'm glad it wasn't too serious. Miss Amo, you lost quite a bit of blood, but you don't look phased at all.
Svetlana will do. I'm used to pain. Oops!
Hey, are you all right? Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Please forgive me. I wasn't watching where I was going.
Oh, it's fine. I wasn't paying attention either. Oh!
Are you an inpatient here? Are you feeling ill? Should I call the nurse?
Lucille?
Huh?
These are really short-lived, that's all I gotta say. These are really short-lived, like small moments. Wish there was more! Shoot, Fly, don't bother me. Alright. Let's see Lydia's now.
Hmm? Where am I?
Hey!
Ah, it's so cold!
Did you fall asleep at your desk again? Once in a while is fine, but you'd be much better off with a pillow instead of a keyboard, bub.
Huh? Oh, my keyboard! It's covered in drool!
Gross.
Look, someone even taped a sign with Sleepyhead on your back. What were you doing?
Thanks a lot.
That's right, this is my office, Enigma Games. My name is Arata Mizunashi. Our cubicles maintain privacy, both for ourselves and our projects. The girl approaching my desk with no concern for either is stupid Tokiwa. On the corner of my desk was the ancient manuscript and the soft pen. That's right, I remember now. I jumped back.
Hey! What? What's with the look? Was I laughing too hard?
No. Wait a minute. You're here. Alive.
Obviously, dummy. You still dreaming?
Sorry. Don't mind me.
That's right. If I made it back successfully, it's because I have a job that was taxed onto me. Failure is not an option. It's a very important task. In this world, I am the only one who maintains any memory of where these timelines lead. I gotta stop this one from hurtling to doom. For a while, I stared at the ancient manuscript and the soft pen on my desk. That's right. What happened to Lydia? I stood up and peeked over. I stood up and peeked over into her cubicle. There were no collectibles, nor an item bag, nor was it covered in the familiar arrangement of posters that you could spot a mile away. Instead, there was a gentleman I didn't recognize sketching a character design on top of his drawing
Hey,
table.
Tokiwa. How's Lydia doing?
Huh? Lydia?
Yeah.
Huh? Who are you talking about? You mean like the game character?
No. That's right. She passed on the role of observer to me. She's no longer...
You look so down in the dumps. What's up with you? You were assigned to the Alice Engine project, right? You're so damn lucky. You better thank your lucky stars or else karma will come back to bite you.
Have I gone back to the beginning?
Alright, why don't we get you something to eat to celebrate?
Oh, thanks, Tokiwa, but I need to head home early today.
Fine. Get some rest so that you don't fall asleep at your desk again, got it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I grabbed both the ancient manuscript and the soft pen from my desk and walked briskly into the dimly lit business district.
Arata!
Lydia, where are you right now? What are you doing? It's just as you wished. I was able to activate the degrade so I could change everything.
Standing here reminds me of the last time Lydia and I spoke to one another before we parted ways.
Watch me.
Fixing the tears in the world alone, and to violate the rules of the Ludens, while having no idea how they came to be. I wonder how alone you must have felt when you were navigating all of
Do
this.
it in your stead.
Just then, a piece of paper fell, and then just then, a piece of paper fell out of the ancient manuscript.
What's this?
Picture saying good luck and stuff. That's it? That's it? I expected more. Like, what was on the letter? A piece of paper fell out, but I don't know. Maybe Lydia left something for you to read? Like, this is, I can communicate them through this way. Don't just give me this. I kind of wanted more. Can you also believe that Tokyo doesn't have an The Observer? Can you believe that Tokyo doesn't have a ending also? She doesn't have one. Like, wait, what? What's up with that? Alright, so let's go for Lily's ending.
My body feels heavy. Where am I? Ugh, why is my head throbbing? And why does it smell like antiseptic?
Mizunashi?
Mizunashi. Mizunashi. That's right. My name is Arata Mizunashi.
The wall behind me is white, and there appears to be a silver stand. Wrapped around the stand was a tube connecting an IV bag to a needle stuck in my arm.
Is this a hospital? What the hell am I doing inside of a hospital?
Mizunashi, can you hear me? Are you able to see me?
Yes. Wow, my voice sounds gruff.
I'm relieved to see you're awake. You've been in the hospital for some time now, Mizunashi.
Some time. How long?
It's been 5 days since you collapsed at work. You gave your coworkers quite the scare. I'm going to call in the doctor, so just sit tight, okay?
I gazed outside the window, taking in the gloomy sky as a bunch of gray clouds formed in the distance. It really was the real world, nothing more than clouds, smattered as shadows across the vacant sky. That's right, nothing's happened yet.
Bring you to our next story.
I mean, wish it actually looked like that outside. I mean, outside that window.
In the last decade, video games have become an appealing hobby for gamers young and old alike, but the industry is set for a big change. Aggle, the multinational tech company, has just announced the Alice Engine, a cloud-based system poised to take VR to the next level.
I overheard a news report streaming on my neighbor's cell phone.
Excuse me. Can I see that?
Sure. Was it too loud? Sorry if I bothered you.
No. Actually, I should thank you.
Huh?
Alright, I made it back in time. Looks like I still have all my memories too. But this is where things get tricky.
Afternoon, Mizunashi. I'm Dr. Takano. How are you feeling?
My body feels pretty sore. And I've got a ringing headache.
The doctor pursed his lips as he checked my blood pressure and my heartbeat, but it seemed he found nothing abnormal. I wanted to leap up and get moving, but because I had been bedridden for some time, my body had other
I hadn't
ideas.
anticipated waking up in the hospital, though. First, I guess I need to recover.
Huh. Your CT and MRI scans all appear normal, but why don't we take another look, shall we? Oh, sorry. I actually have to enter surgery right now, so I'm going to have the resident physician check up on you. She'll take good care of you.
Okay.
Well, I'll be off then.
Okay, thank you. I need to get discharged quick, so I can get back to Enigma. Aphesis is already on the move. I need to explain everything to the CEO and...
sorry for keeping you waiting. You must be Arata Mizunashi, is that right?
Oh, this is the physician the doctor mentioned. Well, I'm sure she won't be too bad. Ugh.
Hello. My name is Yurisa Yamamura.
She has a bumblebee pen. She has a bee pen. You see it right there? Oh my gosh.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
I can get the CT scan wrapped up in no time, but the MRI machine is currently in use, so it might be an hour until we can get you in. I'm sorry, but do you think you could wait a little while? Mr. Mizunashi? Mr. Mizunashi? Is something the matter?
His face. That voice. I'm sure of it. She's... Lily.
Okay, you can totally combine Lily's and Lucille's endings, since they're both in the hospital. So you can totally combine these two. So where's that DLC where they combine all the endings and give us a good, or a true ending? Honey, be careful! Ha! 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 I like that. Alright, let's go on to Owls. It sounds like there are voices echoing. They're bouncing all over each other. I can't make out what anyone's saying. People dancing, music playing. This is...
Ah!
Whoa, where are we?
This.
When I opened my eyes, I was treated to an overwhelming display filled with lasers and a cacophony of a concert. I know I said that wrong. Teenagers stood all around me, drilling with controllers in their hands as they stared at a provocative idol performing. Oh, okay. Like, I thought you were at an arcade, and then, oh, that last sentence. It looked like some kind of concert, maybe an expo where people swarmed to check out the latest games. This is...
Right. This is the press event where we announced the new title. But
Wish we had events like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Remember why you're here. Naturally, I felt a sense of duty inside of me. I was staring at an enormous LED screen displaying our latest game in high resolution. Suddenly, panic swept over me. A popular idol group was performing on the stage, standing in front of a legion of screaming, adoring fans. Idols were perfectly in sync, not missing a single beat as they fluttered beneath the floodlights. Immediately, I understood how they appealed, not only to men, but the girls in junior high too. After finishing their song, the idols waved towards their fans, while smiles from ear to ear. Once the applause had died down, the girl in the center approached the MC and began to speak.
Hello! Thank you for coming, everyone!
Everyone, give a big round of applause for Komai! Say, wasn't that song featured in the latest Aggle commercial?
Caligula syndrome?
Why, yes! When they first asked us to use their songs, we were totally blown away!
Aggle made a pretty big announcement recently, didn't they?
I mean, there are kind of like events like this, you know, eat drink stuff, but none in my area.
Yep.
Like this is totally one of those kind of things, but you know, different.
I'm a huge gamer, but I think fans are in for a huge surprise after they hear what's in store for today. As we all know, Aggle is famous for their wide range of consumer-friendly products and their helpful search engine.
Google confirmed.
But just recently, they announced the launch of the Alice Engine, a virtual reality engine that puts players inside of the game.
Google VR.
Alice Engine. Alice Engine. Alice Engine. Oh! It's the degradation!
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, pardon me. That's right. I activated the degradation. No way. It actually worked.
Woohoo!
Huh?
So cute, so awesome! Kumai!
You are still out. my chin throbbed in pain. I realized that my lip had been cut by my tooth. As the tang of blood touched my tongue, I began to see stars, and I feared that I would soon suffer a concussion. What happened? I opened my eyes and stood, hunching over a girl who huddled her own head in pain. Oh, wow.
That girl bumped into my chin. Can't she look where she's going?
Never in my wildest dreams had I imagined a scenario in which I enjoyed a girl uppercutting my chin with her head. What? Never in my wildest dream had I imagined a scenario in which I enjoyed a girl uppercutting my chin with her head. How did that happen? That must have hurt for her.
Man, looks like she's hurt. Should I say something to her? Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
I see. Well, that's good. Ow!
Oh, my bad. I mean, I'm so sorry. Is your chin okay?
What the? This girl looks familiar. I've been better, but I think I'll be okay.
I'm Hinata Kubo. Please accept my sincerest apology.
Oh, it's fine. I wasn't looking where I was going, so don't be too hard on yourself. I'm Arata Mizunashi. Got knocked on the head there pretty bad, too.
Oh, this is nothing. A little bump never killed anyone. Oh, what am I doing? Can you stand? Let me give you a hand.
Thanks.
Huh? Is something wrong?
I feel like we've met before.
What? Is that your idea of a pickup line?
No, it's not.
Of course not. I'm getting the weirdest deja vu.
And aren't you like 14? That's just bad on Mizunashi's part.
Sorry. Wait, but seriously, okay? Do you need to go to the infirmary?
I remember now.
Huh?
You're Al. Al Astra.
That was the longest conversation out of all the endings. Like, seriously, out of all the endings. Well, I haven't seen all of them yet. But yeah, that's like the longest one. I can still see it's possible so that they can connect all these endings together. I'm your #1 fan. Always keeping me cool. Thanks. Right, let's see Solicus. I hear a song. It's not just one person either. They're singing in harmony. Am I in the real world? The answer was right in front of me, if I opened my eyes, that is. What if I failed, though? Even if I had been successful in going back in time, could I make this time count? As a crowd of thoughts swarmed to mine, I took slow, deep
What's the
breaths.
point in being a wuss about it now? You already decided to go through with it. Looks like I'm back at square one. Wow, that song was really catchy.
I opened my eyes and watched the audience hoot and holler in glee. On top of the stage was a popular idol group bowing before a crowd of adoring fans. As I took in my surroundings, my memory slowly returned, and the scenery became familiar. In front of me stood someone dressed as an anime character, posing in front of a camera. They were staff members wearing matching jumpers, and they crowded attendees with requests to visit the merch shop.
Strangely nostalgic about it. It's been a while since I've heard it.
Suddenly, it clicked. The song rooted me to the present, and I touched my fingers to the pads that read "staff" hanging around my neck.
I'm going to assume that attending this concert wasn't my idea.
I had either been sent to what I thought was an industry concert to eavesdrop on competitors, or Sheena and Tokiwa had roped me into this. There was a chance then that Sheena was somewhere inside the venue.
No clue where the hell I am right now. Maybe I should call Sheena or Tokiwa to see what's up. No, wait a minute. see Sheena, would I be able to speak to her as I normally would? It'll be fine. I can talk to her, as long as it's just over the phone.
The idols finished singing, waving to their adoring fans as they strutted off of the stage. A huge mob of fans swarmed around the stage, each one of its members proceeding to praise the idols as they tried to exit.
Komai really puts on a great show. She was adorable as always.
Totally. We need to check out that Aggle thing she mentioned during the show.
Aggle? Excuse me. I, overheard you talking about some Aggle thing. What is that?
Huh? Who are you?
Sorry, it's really important to me. Please.
Well, she talked about something called the Alice Engine, which is a VR processor or something, I guess.
So, the Alice engine has already been announced. Where does that leave me, then?
I can't risk them thinking I'm suspicious. I nodded to the fans and quickly headed towards the exit of the
I have
venue.
no time to waste. I should return to Enigma at once.
Hi! Sorry for the wait.
Huh?
I looked over my shoulders to find a girl wearing large sunglasses indoors.
Have we met before?
Nice icebreaker. I think I'll have to borrow that one. It's me! Me! Chloe Aaron? Is it because of the sunglasses? Then here. Look, do you recognize me now?
Oh, huh? What?
You're part of the staff, right?
Oh, I'm...
Sorry for keeping you, even though I'm the one who asked for the tour. The flight delay was awful. Then, because I was all by myself, I got lost! It was terrible. Oh, man. My feet are tired from walking everywhere. Hey, mister, you know where the green room is?
She's such a lively spirit. That's the Celica I know.
You can merge these endings. All I need to do is see Sheena's and like I can try and find a way. Oh, let's merge all these together. Do you work here? I'm a part of the staff, don't you know? All right, Sheena's ending.
What the? It's pitch black. How did I... Where am I? What was I...
Hey!
Ah, it's so cold!
Did you fall asleep at your desk again? Once in a while is fine, but you'd be much better off with a pillow instead of a keyboard, bub.
Huh? Whoa! My source code! It's all T's and F's for hundreds of lines! Ah, it looks like a cat walked all over my keyboard! This isn't funny! Oh, I hope I saved before I dozed off.
Oh, looks like someone wrote nap time on your face. Oh, not your doing, I assume?
I don't have time to care about that. Oh, thank goodness. It's all saved.
Stupid Arda.
That's right, this is my office, Enigma Games. My name is Arata Mizunashi. Our cubicles maintain privacy both for ourselves and our projects. The girl approaching my desk with no concern for either is stupid Tokyo. In the corner of my desk was the ancient manuscript and the soft pen. That's right, I remember now. I jumped back.
Hey, what? What's with the look? Was I laughing too hard?
No, I was just thinking about how alive you are. Come here.
Hug.
Hey,
Hug. Gotta get the hug in, like you're alive. But you still don't have an ending. So, here, hug.
You're warm. I'm glad.
What is the big idea? Are you still dreaming? You're acting funny, Arda.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
That's right, if I made it back successfully, it's because I have a job that was tasked to me. Failure is not an option, it's a very important mission. In this world, I am the only one who maintains any memory of where these timelines lead. I gotta stop this one from hurtling to doom.
Whatever. Jeez, hey, why don't you wipe the drool off of your face? I heard someone new was coming in.
Someone new?
Yeah. Supposedly they're bringing in a director. I wonder how they'll fit in.
A director?
Greetings, everyone. Allow me to introduce our newest employee.
Ren!
Ren sauntered towards Tokiwa and me as we continued to bicker. My eyes reflectively peeked over the cubicle. Behind my cubicle wall, I see someone standing next to Ren, with chestnut-colored hair resting on a small tip of a head.
Go on. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone? Sure.
There she is. A girl bounced out from behind the shadow of my cubicle. Her eyes sparkled with hope and drive as she greeted us.
I'm Shina Ninomiya, the new hire. I'll be working as director. It's been my dream to bring joy to gamers by making the best games possible.
I know.
Huh? Mizunashi, I was hoping that you could train Ninomiya. Huh? Do you two know each other? It's you!
You can consider that one the true ending. Yeah, you consider that one the true ending. But you can merge all of them together. Like, you can have the Lydia and Sheena one first, and then you can have, well, I think Celica's one is like the odd one out. I mean, no. I think Clay is the odd one out since he passed out, and he was in the interrogation room when they woke him up. Wait, no. I think you can have the Lucille and Lily one first. He passed out and woke up at the hospital. And then you can, progressively move on to the Lydia and Sheena ending. Where they, meet up like no, the hospital one. No, I think it could work out. So you change some things for that. Then at the next you can put the Clea ending after that. Because after getting the new director, after Sheena joining the new director, they can start brainstorming, start working on the idea. And which makes him, and he's probably like working hard to set everything right, which causes him to pass out in front of the police station for Clea's ending. Then next is Al's and Celica's ending for the concert of the venue, since he was a staff member for it. You can have all those endings lined up like that. I believe that's how it will work out. My itsy bitsy spider. My consciousness. End of the world. Platinum. My consciousness. I feel it coming back to me. This is my. What? 65,536 times performing the D grade. Sheena was confident, flashing me a smile as I looked back at her. There was, just as I thought, a girl with porcelain skin wearing a white dress and a ribbon in her hair. She hid behind Sheena, but she couldn't contain her curiosity. She gazed around the office space of Enigma Games as her eyes glistened. Ninomiya, who's that? Despite what others may have thought, Sheena seemed unfazed as she answered me with confidence. Wait, okay, oh. Oh, wait, despite what others may have thought, Iris, she's my little sister. We're Ludens, and now she has Japanese, we're Ludens, and now she has Japanese citizenship. A minor commotion rumbled through the office, and it was Sumika who seemed the most excited. I've never seen a Luden up close. OMG, she's so cute. Wait, why do you look so familiar? As Sumika gesticulated wildly, I'm saying these words wrong. Ren lifted her hand, motioning everyone to gather before whispering in Sheena's ear. Ninomiya, I just hired you. You can't just bring your little sister. I had no idea she was a Luden. What was she saying? I don't see any problem with it. She seems pretty nice. Lydia, are you seeing this? If you could see us now, I bet anything that you'd fall from your chair in surprise. The degrade isn't a perfect science, even with the Luden's technology. Losing Sheena's memory was the turning point. The road had begun to tear, little by little. We tried to play it off in various worlds, patiently and carefully. We sneak into people's homes, moving their furniture by a few millimeters. It was mind-numbing, but we continued. I'll let you decide if we did the right thing. Anyways, the road had begun to reject our degrades. As we turned to the past, both realms had begun to fuse. We amassed entire volumes worth of information, including Iris, of course. Sheena, who had originally died, was born again as a Luden. After finishing up a conversation about having to pick up her work from where she had left off, Sheena and I picked up Iris and left the office. The three of us walked through the town to give Iris a tour. The streets bustled, filled with townspeople, living or dripping excitedly to the hum of city life. There were men dressed in white suits walking about, and people of all colors and creeds racing across the streets. No one seemed to mind at all. Sometimes Mars would appear, but the people treated them like stray dogs. Knights and adventurers detained them immediately. Adventurers became well respected in the real world, and were cheered for their accolades. Soon the general public tried their hand at adventuring. And as a side note, martyrs became strangely harmless, posing no real threat to everyday people. At restaurants, one could find elves speaking with other elves, laughing and dining like people. In the back area, a couple with abnormal features sat calmly together as they dined. One day, a large continent descended upon the Atlantic, later named Odyssey, by its first discoverer. People began to live in peace after a few years of time spent with these new beings. Even the kingdom acted in harmony. One writer became famous for recording people's experiences with the whole ordeal with vibrant, flowery expressions. So too, has some artists gained worldwide notoriety for writing and performing songs related to the fusings of our worlds. Supposedly, the person managing these artists' fan sites has been living a very, very busy life. It was inconceivable. The real world and Rose Odyssey were merged together, and yet beings from both realms learned to adapt. Sheena and I held Iris's hand as we headed for a business hotel on the edge of town. The business hotel was stocked with a wealth of amenities, and it was managed by my friend and his sister. She's alive. In truth, though, the hotel flourished because it was owned by a world-renowned celebrity. The hotel became a global franchise and had expanded under the name Aphesis. I wasn't sure how they managed their staff, but they hired 10,000 people in no time, offering great services for the for an insane bargain. Amazon. Staff members with poor attitudes were let go immediately, so effectively that almost puts Enigma Games to shame. When we reached the hotel, the front desk attendant led us to our room on the highest floor. Finally, did you take your time? There was Tokiwa, who had been waiting for us. She looked at Iris, telling her non-verbally to stay as she walked towards Tokiwa. Then she hugged Tokiwa. What's going on? Feeling sentimental? This is our first time meeting, right? So why? Tokiwa seemed unable to keep the tears from streaming down her face, and quietly returned Sheena's embrace. Iris and I watched, though I tried my best to contain my jealousy. Afterwards, Tokiwa explained the company's rules to Sheena and me before leaving the room. I looked at Sheena and Iris, nodding before I joined Tokiwa downstairs to walk her home. I wonder what's gotten over me. I'm weird, aren't I? No, you're not. We're programmers. Change is in our nature. Our lives are in our control. I thought I was cheesy, but Tokiwa laughed. In my head, a soft melody played, and I pondered who it could be. Finally, the end. Or is it the beginning? Don't ask me. My job here is done. But I don't plan on giving up. I mean, he made it this far, you know? My real name? Thank you. That's right. You're right. What? Let's get back together? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? But yeah, that's all the endings. I mean, not really all the endings. Wanted to keep at least the one I've done. Oh yeah, that's all the endings, and like that last ending, the true ending. That you can call that the true ending. So they really did manage the way to fulfill Iris's dream, how she wanted the words of it, the worlds to merge, and they made it. They made it happen. I mean, the paranormal and everything, all sorts, is now a natural thing in a sense that now that you can say that. But yeah, that's the game. That is Death and Request. I love this game. So many emotions. I love the characters. Like, it was a journey, but it was a good journey, and I enjoyed it. So, I'll call this like an extra every other ending, and then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. How am I going to edit all this? But anyway, next would be Rapuka's ending, so we'll see how that goes.